Good evening, First Chesapeake, and welcome to our awards for Fairlawn 1 and Remote 1 qualifiers for our 2021-2022 FTC season. I'm James, and joining me this evening will be Annika. Say hi, Annika.
Hi, all. Good to be with you.
And Ron.
Hi.
Y'all know Ron.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it to you guys in a little bit here. So.
Okay. Well, the season's astounding. COVID's been really surging, and we know it's been really hard to get together, but we're excited that we were able to have these events. There's 350 plus teams that are working here across the district to compete and to meet and collaborate. And we want to be able to celebrate, well, all of you. And the virtual awards that we're going to be doing right now, they've got awards that are going to be looking at the two events that happened this past weekend. All right, so the Fairlawn 1 and the Remote 1 qualifying event. Now, it would not have been possible without all of our volunteers at the event. And so thank you so much to all the volunteers, not only at the event, but also behind the scenes. There's a ton of people that work behind the scenes kind of invisibly to make it all work. So please join me in thanking all those volunteers who have given their time, effort, dedication, and so much more to making this program the success that it is. So thank you, volunteers. Before we get into the awards, let's hear from Ron, our First Chesapeake program director.
Good evening, everyone. I just have a few items that I want to cover, kind of some reminders, but also we just talked about volunteers and how much we need volunteers to be able to put these events on. And you can imagine that in these times, it's even harder than ever to get folks, like for judging, it's all remote, and trying to get judges that want to work remote after they spend the entire day, a lot of times being remote in meetings and that kind of thing, is tough. So we're looking for as many of the teams as we can get to come on and volunteer to judge. You just will judge an event that you're not in. And we have plenty of events that you're not in, so more than happy to have you. And because it's remote, you can judge anywhere across the region. The other thing that I wanted to point out for the events that are actually coming up this weekend, we have 3 events coming up this weekend: 2 in Alexandria and 1 in McHenry, Maryland. We need some referees specifically for the Alexandria ones, and a pit admin manager as well for helping check in teams. So if anybody can handle that, and even if your team is going to the event, it's a way to perhaps get an extra mentor in to help us out and kind of run the show and be there to see what's going on. So definitely something you can do. So anyway, you can see the volunteer roles if you go out to our events page. Next slide. So on here, the other things I wanted to point out, because we've haven't necessarily had problems with all these things, but we've had a few. We want to make sure, masks are mandatory at all of our events this year. Things drastically got better, which I don't foresee especially during the FTC season. The masks are required all the time. Make sure your nose is covered with the mask as well. We don't want to keep having to tell folks to do that either. But the other thing that has happened that is something that is bothersome is some teams have taken it upon themselves to try and swap out team members. So if I say you can have 6 people there, one person leaves and another one comes in and so on, that is not something that we allow. So if the number's at 6 or whatever the number is at, that number of people can be in the venue, and that's it. You can't swap out and have other people come or go. And you can't sneak anybody else in. And the big point here is if either of those two things actually happen, the entire team is going to be asked to leave. So you won't be able to compete at all. So, that's the big thing there. So, please just, be nice to all your fellow teams, because everybody else is trying to comply. So we want to make sure everybody complies with that. The other thing that's kind of come up is every event you go to, you have to sign, every member that's going to be at the venue has to sign the online version of the First Chesapeake consent release. That is not the First Inspires consent release. You have to go through and do that just for one time for the year, but you have to do this other one every time for every one of the events. In a way that mentors can check is if lead mentor 1 can sign into our registration system for events, and that's the link on there. If you sign into that link, there's a menu item that says Team Consent Release. If you click on it, it'll show you all the events that you're registered for and all the students and mentors that have signed the consent release for your team. And I will say there are some people that have put in consent release and they'll put in a dummy team number. It's never going to go anywhere that way. We'll, you have to put in the correct team number. If you don't, just put another one in because we delete the ones that are bogus numbers. And so then next I have that we'll talk a little bit about this coming week and what we have going on. The COVID levels obviously have gone up drastically in the last couple of weeks, and they're predicted to go even a little bit more. So based on what we're really kind of based on the numbers and based on what our matrix is, the McHenry, Maryland event is going to be 8-team cohorts, and those will allow 6 team members in there. So of those 6, at least one of them has to be an adult mentor in there, and they have to be YPP screened to bring the students. So that's the McHenry one. Now the Alexandria 1 and 2, because they're larger events, to get through everybody in a day, I have to group the teams in 9-team cohorts. Because of that, we have to drop it down to 5 teams, 5 members per team. So that's 4 students and a mentor. There's your chance to sign up as a pet admin to help us out to potentially get another one in. But the big thing there is in the Alexandria one with the school, it's in a school there, and with the principal at the school, we've agreed to keep the maximum number of people at any one time in there to 50 people. And that's the only way I can do it by doing the 5. So, please, I know we'd all love to have full teams and we all love to have more, but, we all want to compete and we all want to do it safely. So please comply with those things. So that's basically all I had. If anybody has any questions, I think you can always contact me, but I'm going to turn it back over to our MCs here, and I'm going to drop off. So,
well, thank you, Ron. Really appreciate that. Teams, please pay heed to what he had to say. Keep us all safe so that we can keep playing for the rest of the season. And now it is time to turn to the awards, and I'm going to hand it over to Annika, who's going to start with the Design Award.
Thank you so much. So as you said, up first is our Design Award. And the Design Award expands on this year's challenge, inspiring teams to incorporate industrial design into their robots. These elements can be shown in the simplicity of the design as it applies to the tasks, the look, and the feel of the robot, and how the design allows us to think of robots in new ways. The design aspect must serve a function, but should also differentiate the robot in a unique fashion. For Fairlawn 1, the judges had to say this about the winner of the Design Award. This team propelled some incredible activity. From their space in the south, they filled the vacuum. This team launched a wondrous robotic rocket. And the winner is Team 14597 PC Rocket Robotics from Stewart, Virginia. Congratulations.
And here's for Design Award in Remote 1. And the judges had to say the following. This team distinguished itself from others by its aesthetics and design. The team used COTS parts to adapt their design throughout the season. Their approach will allow uncontrollable growth and irreversible changes to their robot. The winner is Team 18305 Singularity from Frederick, Maryland. Well done. Now we'll turn to the Motivate Award. The team that receives the Motivate Award celebrates the culture of FIRST and clearly shows what it means to be a team. This award celebrates the team that represents the essence of the FIRST Tech Challenge competition through team building, team spirit, and displayed enthusiasm. This is a team who makes a collective effort to make FIRST known throughout their school and community and sparks others to embrace the culture of FIRST. Our award winners for Fairlawn 1, and here's what the judges had to say. This team shows enthusiasm in FTC and other science-themed competitions. The members are all high school students. Between school and FTC, they don't have much time to party. The winner is Team 14169 BC4H Party Times from Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Awesome job. And up next for Remote 1, our judges said the following. This team came up with a glowing method of creating awareness of their team and of the first mission while fundraising for their season. A noble team in their recruitment of new members for FLL teams and teaching rookie members. This team showed a creative approach to marketing by starting their very own business, Brick Hill Designs. The winner is Team 7039, Lord of the Bricks from Mechanicsville, Virginia. Awesome job. Up next, we now have the Control Award, sponsored by ARM Incorporated. This award celebrates the team that demonstrates innovative thinking in the control system to solve game challenges like autonomous operation, enhancing mechanical systems with intelligent control, or using sensors to achieve better results on the field. For Fairlawn 1, our judges said the following. This team took control with their sensors and servos. Their robot strafed, spun, and drove straight. The approach was definitely radioactive. Our winner here is Team 16829, Radioactive from Dunmore, West Virginia. Congratulations.
Well done. And now we turn to the Innovate Award, sponsored by Raytheon Technologies. This award celebrates a team that has the ingenuity and inventiveness to make their designs come to life. This award is given to the team that the judges feel has the most innovative and creative robot design solution to the first Tech Challenge game. The elements of this award include elegant design, robustness, and out-of-the-box thinking. This award may address the design of the whole robot or some sub-assembly component of the robot. The creative component needs to work consistently, but a robot does not have to work all of the time during matches to be considered for this award. The team's engineering portfolio showed the design of the component or components and the team's robot, and it clearly explains how the team arrived at their solution. Here's what the judges have to say about the winner of this award for Fairlawn 1. This team uses multiple robots to design prototypes. Then they go on wild adventures to refining, iterating, to arrive at their innovative solutions. Their innovation with separate intake and delivery mechanism is fast, flexible, and delivers a lot of rampage. The winner is Team 8094 Robotic Rampage from Roanoke, Virginia. Well done.
Congratulations. For Remote 1, our judges said the following. This team took an unusual approach for handing off intaking elements to their placing mechanism. Through multiple iterations, they tuned their internal pancake flipper to work without flaw. There's no fooling around here. Our winner is Team 18697 Monkey Bang Rock from Herndon, Virginia. Awesome work, y'all. We now look to the Connect Award, which is presented to the team that the judges feel most connected with their local science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM, community. A true FIRST team is more than the sum of its parts and recognizes that engaging their local STEM community plays an essential part in their success. The recipient of this award is recognized for helping the community understand FIRST, the First Tech Challenge, and the team itself. In addition, the team aggressively seeks and recruits engineers and explores the opportunities available in the world of engineering, science, and technology. For Fairlawn 1, here is what our judges have to say about the winner of this award. This team is an excellent ambassador for STEM education, like watching sports games with cheers. They show others that complex formulas, like the physics behind climbing trees, can be fun and easy. They draw in the STEM community because they're so warm and fuzzy. Our winner is Team 4924, the Redbeard Pandas from Christiansburg, Virginia. Awesome work.
Well done. And here's what the judges have to say about the winner for Remote 1. This team has naturally been chopping wood to break down barriers with the STEM community. They seek to solve the problem of growth in their community using their name, hoping that they can grow their connections exponentially. The winner is Team 2122 Exponential from Ellicott City, Maryland. Well done. Turning now to the Think Award. The Think Award is given to the team that the judges feel best reflects the journey of the engineering design process. The engineering portfolio is the key reference for judges to help them identify the most deserving team. This team's engineering portfolio focused on the design and build stage of the team's robot and exemplified their journey as a team and engineers. For Fairlawn 1, here's what the judges have to say about the winner. It was the ultimate goal of this team to compile the most complete engineering portfolio. Their font choices and color selections made for a very lively judge review. The special pop was their use of numerous penguins throughout the portfolio. The winner is Team 15167 Robo Troopers from Herndon, Virginia. And this one's yours.
Yep, and up next from Remote 1, our judges had to say this about the winner of the award. It was the ultimate goal of this team to compile the most complete engineering portfolio. So as not to be blue, they provided several various plans to cover all their bases. Our winner is Team 6417 Blue Crew from Rockville, Maryland. Up next, we look to our highest ranking in the robot game. For Fairlawn 1, this is 4924, the Redbeard Pandas from Christiansburg, Virginia. Team 8094, Robotic Rampage from Roanoke, Virginia. Team 15167, the Robo Troopers from Herndon, Virginia. And Team 14575, the Capital Bots from McLean, Virginia. Looking to Remote 1, our highest ranked teams are 18305, Singularity from Frederick, Maryland. Team 16502, SWAT from Herndon, Virginia as well. Team 6417, Blue Crew from Rockville, Maryland. And Team 7039, Lord of the Bricks from Mechanicsville, Virginia. Congratulations to all these teams.
Well done. And now we turn to the Inspire Award. The Inspire Award is presented to the team that the judges felt truly embodied the challenge of the First Tech Challenge program. The team that receives this award is a strong ambassador for FIRST programs and works to promote FIRST and make it loud in their community. The team that receives this award has performed well in all judging categories and was chosen by the judges as a model FIRST Tech Challenge team both on and off the playing field. This team shares their experiences, enthusiasm, and knowledge with other teams, sponsors, their community, and the judges. Working as a unit, this team will have shown success in performing the task of designing and building a robot. For Fairlawn 1 in third place, we have Team 14169 BC4H Party Times from Martinsburg, West Virginia. In second place, Team 4924 Redbeard Pandas from Christiansburg, Virginia. And here's what the judges have to say about the winner of this award in Fairlawn 1. This team is an inspiration to others in the community. Their CNC machine allows them to quickly prototype designs, including to include undertaking 2 robot builds simultaneously. They exemplify FIRST as FTC ambassadors in the National Capital Region. And the winner is Team 14575 Capital Bots from McLean, Virginia. Congratulations.
Awesome job to the Capital Bots. Now looking to what our judges have to say about the winner of this award for Remote 1. This team shared their experiences, enthusiasm, and knowledge with other teams, sponsors, their community, and the judges, and the skills associated with FIRST, while continuing to innovate and build their robot with the aim to spread the message of FIRST and to inspire and provide opportunities to youth in India and in Nepal, communities, and abroad to pursue their passions in STEM and robotics by utilizing our knowledge. Working as a unit, they showed success in performing the task of designing and building a robot. Overall, they excelled in design, motivation, community engagement, and STEM knowledge sharing. Our winner is Team 16502 SWAT from Herndon, Virginia. Awesome job.
Congratulations. And now let us turn to see which teams will be advancing to the championship. On Fairlawn 1, we have 3. Team 14575 Capital Bots Inspire Award winner. Team 4924 Redbeard Pandas, who was first rank. And then Team 8094 Robotic Rampage ranked second at that competition. And for Remote 1, we have Team 16502 SWAT, the Inspire Award winner. Congratulations to these teams who will be advancing on to our district championship. Now, thanks everybody tonight for being a great audience. Thank you to Annika for joining me tonight. Really appreciate having you on board. Hopefully we'll see you again many times as we roll through the season. I want to thank everybody also for supporting the next generation of leaders and innovators and for bringing your gracious professionalism to this competition. And remember, your participation with the First Tech Challenge program does not have to end here. As we heard, there are wonderful volunteer opportunities right now. And as Ron had said earlier, we've got opportunities for you to be able to help us out this weekend with so many events happening. We've got a lot of opportunity to step in and help out. And a big thank you to everybody. We had a great week, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. I want to thank all of our sponsors that make this possible as well. And please watch a short video from them as we close out the awards. Thanks, everybody, and have a great night.
These are not ordinary college students. They're extraordinary students. Capital Tech students. People who'd rather stay up all night coding instead of partying. People who build their own computers. Who construct clean rooms out of sheets and duct tape. Who fly drones with their brain waves. Who build experimental CubeSats to explore suborbital space. Who thwart cyber criminals at the speed of light. Who find big insights hiding in big data. Who have the tech savvy that our nation's critical infrastructure demands. Whose mantra in the face of any challenges, find a way or make one. You don't find Capital Tech students struggling to find gainful employment. You find them at NASA, the Department of Defense, and the National Security Agency. Our undergrad, grad, and doctoral students are a pipeline who fuel America's most tech-driven government agencies and private sector supply chains. It's here that they learn to work the levers of advanced technologies to not only further their lives and livelihoods, but to ensure the future of America's prosperity. Capital Technology University, the talent to shape tomorrow.
Leidos. One part inspiration, one part science, one part legacy, and one part opportunity. We live in a complex, uncertain world, a world that demands breakthroughs today, like safe and reliable transportation, a robust infrastructure, better health solutions, a safer cyberspace, and an efficient military. Leidos, ready to support your next breakthrough.
Somewhere
past the edge of convention,
beyond the boundaries of tomorrow,
lies a special kind of impossible.
A kind of impossible
Where pioneers forge ahead.
where no idea is too bold.
and no challenge too great.
Because making a 200-ton airplane disappear is impossible.
Until it's not.
Predicting cyber attacks before they happen is impossible.
Until it's not.
And solving the mysteries of the universe is impossible.
Until it's not. It's our job to break free from what is to what could be. Ready to leave the boundaries of what's known?
To define possible.
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 One of the reasons why Qualcomm has invested in FIRST for so long is because we know FIRST works.
That worked.
Perfect. We see these students coming through the program, not just learning about engineering, but also those 21st century skills that are so important.
FIRST is probably like the biggest reason why I'm confident at all now. 4 years ago, I was the shyest, quietest child on like the face of the planet, and FIRST definitely changed that.
Part of this Rube Goldberg machine is sort of fostering the relationship between Qualcomm and FIRST.
Working at FIRST teaches you various skills that you can directly transfer to the workplace. It teaches you to work with people with different personalities. It teaches you to respect ideas that you don't necessarily agree with. Most of all, it teaches you to meet aggressive deadlines that you will necessarily face at the workplace.
Qualcomm invents breakthrough technologies for wireless, and so this machine and programs like our partnership with FIRST are really, our way of inspiring kids that STEM can be fun and working with the team can be fun.
Science, technology, engineering, mathematics are foundation of what industry is on right now. We are a technical leader in the world.
We know that there's a shortage of students with STEM skills, not just in the US, but globally. And that's why Qualcomm's so invested in making sure that these students have the skills necessary to compete in a global economy of the future.
I do like taking on a problem because once you finish it, you feel really accomplished.
I feel like technology combined with teamwork and creativity can solve basically any problem that we face today and will be very crucial to the success of our future.
Here at Canton, Virginia, we take pride in the products we manufacture and the services we provide.
We are located in Newport News, Virginia, and are Cannon's only manufacturing, engineering, recycling, and technical support center in the Americas region.
CVI produces a variety of products using advanced manufacturing techniques,
while also serving as a factory service center providing expert customer service in the repair and refurbishment of Cannon products.
Canton, Virginia's manufacturing services also extends to injection mold making, medical contract manufacturing services.
However, none of this would be possible without our team of dedicated members.
During Manufacturing Day, we want to recognize the hard work and commitment of our workforce. Thank you.